Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of Everquest Old School. And on this episode, we are going to be doing a red server, as you guys can see on P99. I'm also joined in the call by.
Flint, the dwarf from Thunderdome.
And what's the class and race that you picked for your guy?
I'm a dwarven paladin, man. I should have made a dwarven warrior, I'm thinking now, but I'm happy with the paladin. It's a new experience.
Yeah,
And
and
plus, I had Thum. That's why I made the paladin.
you can heal yourself, so that's going to help come in handy as well. And you can root, I think, at a certain point, as well as doing a little bit of blasting. So, yeah, if you get rooted by a wizard or something like that, at least you have some sort of defense against that. Whereas for me, if the root takes, I'm dead. Like I have no defense against that other than maybe my bow. But I don't even have one of those right now, so. And now you were saying you just got into a fight, right? You just got jumped by a whole bunch of players.
Yeah, like a halfling and an ogre. What a weird combination, man.
Yeah, it is kind of weird, but I mean, I understand it. I understand that players want to group so that they can defeat other players. That I mean, if you think about it, if you're really going into the PvP aspect, at some point you're going to find other players who just want to win, and they don't care how they win, even if that means they have to group together with other players. And that the only way to defend against that is to have other players watching your back. So it might be a good thing that I actually decided that I will. Group with a few people like BushidoBull and Drk Dragn and Hydros over there as well. It's gonna be kind of cool to go over there and see what we can do as like this group that just roams around and kills anybody and everybody we can get our hands on. Now you guys are actually in a guild though, right?
We are in a guild called Thunderdome, and so far they've been pretty cool. But I don't know about being in a guild on PvP. I mean, what's the point if we have all of our friends? If we have a group of friends, do we really need even more backup, or what do you think about that?
I think it's weird. I think it's weird to have a group of people. Like for me, PvP meant like every man for himself. Everybody kill everybody. You could group together with other players, but with the understanding that at any moment, if those players wanted to kill you, they probably will. So having a guild with that mentality, like how does that work? But I don't know. I mean, you said that Bushido was saying that the game is going to become more PvP as you get higher and higher level, right?
Right, around level 15, I think you said 15 through 20 is when it really starts to pick up, and you see a lot more PvP action.
Because I see a lot more blue in this game than I do red so far. The people here are really nice. Several of them have run by and given me buffs with me just getting into the game, and I don't know, that's kind of weird. Like I don't understand that mentality on red. I was expecting these these players to be all out, destroy you and beat you down at the first chance that they get. And I don't know. Have you seen that? Have you run into any players that were like without warning they were attacking you?
No, I haven't, not yet.
See, I don't know, guys. Maybe I had too high of expectations. Maybe I just haven't gotten far enough into it. It's not like I'm going to stop or anything. I'm just, coming from blue and, going full bore into what PvP, for me anyways, was always all about. And like I said, guys, I have, 5 brothers. I'm the 6th son. I'm not, the 6th. I'm in the middle somewhere. But 2 sisters, so I know exactly what it's like to play with a lot of people, and it's called trolling now or being a jerk. Back in the day, it was just playing a game. Is the way you did it, and you were very aggressive because you wanted to win, and your brothers or your sisters were also very aggressive because they wanted to win. And at a certain point, you did pretty much anything you could to win, even if that meant sleight of hand or clearing the room because bodily functions, and they left the controller and boom, you won, guys. That's the way to go. But so I know what that's like. I know what what it's like to be picked on and what it's like to do the picking on in a video game, and that's what I was expecting in here. I was expecting the just constant trollage, and I'm hoping really a lot, which is surprising me because I'm not really a PvP person. I'm really hoping to see that at some point, and I've seen a couple fights We've gotten into a couple of them with the same guy, he's not here anymore. I don't know where he went, but I'm hoping to see a few more than that. In fact, he's really the only one that I've seen around my level. So I guess
He's lurking somewhere.
He's probably is waiting for me to get a little bit more coin. But the ratio, I guess, isn't that bad. You know, like 1 or 2 people that I've seen, and of those 1 or 2 people, we've gotten into 2 fights. So maybe I'm being a little too hard, expecting, you know, because I think if this was the old days where everybody was starting at the same time, you would probably be seeing like 1,000 times more carnage than we are right now. I bet you see nothing but dead bodies everywhere, you know. But because there's not a lot of people starting, you know, at this exact moment, because it is kind of late. So that's probably one of the factors. And the other factor is, you know, this server's been out for a while, so those people who are playing on it already have established characters. And even if I had seen them, you know, running through the zone, they'd be too high for me to attack. Because you were saying, what's the level limit?
I think it's like 5 to 10 levels. But I'm looking forward to the Discord server. I think that's going to be a neat aspect of the game. And
oh yeah,
you're going to really have to watch your own butt to make sure that your character stays alive.
And when he dies, you lose everything, guys. You lose the character, you lose all the loot, you lose absolutely everything there, which I think is going to be kind of one of the neatest aspects to it. I mean, it's going to be horrible. It's going to be absolutely horrible to work up your level to like level 10 or 15 and then die and lose everything. But the fact that that happens means there's going to be so many low-level guys running around, and that's where I think all the meat and potatoes of the server is going to be, is in low-level fighting. And yeah, you're going to have some really die-hard people as far as like guilds who work together to get to like the high levels, you know, doing some really, you know, fancy stuff at higher levels. But I don't know. I don't really see that being very common. Like, that's going to be the rarity. Those are going to be the players who are really putting the time and effort into the game to get to max level as fast as possible, and watch each other's backs and go on raids, not to other zones, but to find other guilds and then annihilate all of them. Because you got to remember that, like I said before, when you die in that game, you lose everything. So if a guild fights another guild, they're going to kill a few players off in that guild, and the other guild's going to kill a few players off in theirs, and then that character's gone. And so the guild gets smaller from every fight they do. So sitting back and watching guilds fight, and then coming in as like a single player and maybe picking up some of the stragglers, or maybe as a smaller guild coming in and getting 1 or 2 kills, before long, all the top players are dead because you've killed them. Some of them might come back and do it again, but other ones will be like, no, I mean, you know, I spent, you know, 3 hardcore weeks playing and getting up to level 20, and, you know, now I lost everything, and I'm probably not going to come back and do that again. So after a certain point, only the people who really, really, really want to be there will ever get to the higher levels. But the lower levels, I imagine there's going to be people loading in from like red and loading in from blue just to give it a try, and that's going to be pretty fun. I think that's going to be pretty unique of experience, don't you?
Oh yeah, oh yeah. I think. Do you know what the level the yard trash is in Unrest?
Pretty low, like level 12, 11, 12.
See, I'm level 13. I think I should head over there, but the only thing is the run in Downers Cauldron is very, very nasty, man. The goblins are very tough. I think they're like level 20. Some of them are over level 20.
Yeah, it's a rough run at your level. You could do it though.
Well,
You're a paladin, right?
I am a paladin.
You have Invis versus Undead yet?
Let's see. That's a good question.
Because there's not a whole lot of Invis or Undead skeletons roaming around in the Cauldron, but there are a few. And what I've noticed is if you can Invis versus either just regular creatures or to the Undead, you have a higher chance of getting through. Because most of the time when I've seen in there, it's either by a living creature or by an undead creature. So, and you know, I don't normally get seen that often. So if you can cut that down by 50%, you should be pretty safe at getting through. But you could die. I mean, I died plenty of times back in the day when I was trying to take my cleric there at level 13, just trying to get to the zone. And then once you do get to the zone, you know, you can't bind there. Like you'll have to run away or run back later on.
I'm gonna go in here and try and take on this ogre and this halfling mage again.
Oh, the guys who killed you earlier?
Well, they didn't kill me. I actually ran from them because they were double teaming me.
Oh, okay.
So
You're gonna try killing him?
the halfling's sitting at the zone. If I can give her a couple bashes and give her a couple pokes, then maybe I can.
Maybe it's a trap. Maybe she's waiting for you.
She might be. We're gonna find out right now. They attacked me, so guys, this is pure vengeance. Oh no, Tagog's invisible. Oh, and they've got a high level player with them.
Oh, nice. So he's probably buffing him up and sitting back in the background, healing.
But another person buffing them is from Thunderdome. So
that's weird because
that's unfortunate. Yeah, that's from my guild, man. For reals.
That's why you don't buff up other players in this game, guys. That's just nuts. Like, why is everybody being so friendly?
That is crazy. I don't know.
This is not the server to be friendly on. Like,
can they not see my
your tag? Are you anonymous?
Oh, they're attacking me again.
Are you anonymous right now?
What is going on? I don't understand it.
Let's see. We're gonna sell our stuff off real quick, guys. So how many are attacking you right now?
2 of them.
And they're both from your guild.
I think so.
Then why did they attack you to begin with?
I don't know.
See, this is what I'm talking about, guys.
But they are killing me, man. So
this is why you do not join guilds, because at any given time, anybody in your guild can just kill you. Let's buy 2 of these. I think I have enough money for that. And I normally wouldn't be wasting my money like this, but again, if you die in this game, you lose all your cash. In fact, I can buy 2 more than that. You lose all your cash, and if I'm going to lose it all, I might as well lose it all getting stuff that I want, especially since the other players cannot loot your items. They can only loot your cash on your body. So, I don't know if I'm a big fan of that or not, but we'll see. And we haven't run into another player in a while. Let's see, is there anybody even in here? Nope, I am the only one. It says I'm anonymous, but I'm not actually anonymous. I'm role-playing. That does block out what zone you're in, so that I can't get, you know... I really don't think in games like this people should be able to see what zone you're in. That convenience was there in Blue so that people could find you if you're a cleric and be like, oh,
I got
hey,
a little bit. I don't understand why they're killing me, man. They got me, yeah.
So they both have tags for the same guild.
Yep.
It's not just the high-level guy who's
no,
buffing them.
they don't have tags. They're just being power leveled, I guess, by a high-level member of the guild.
Oh, see, it says PvP. Flint Thunderdome has been defeated by Exo Kittle.
Yeah, that's that happened. Yeah. Oh, well, I went in there and tried to get revenge and lost horribly.
So it lets everybody know anytime somebody kills somebody?
Yeah, I wonder if they're going to let me get my corpse or they're going to corpse camp me.
Why does it let everybody know?
Because it wants you to be ashamed of yourself, I guess.
Gutless coward?
Yeah.
Dangle? Is Dangle there?
No, Dangle wasn't there.
Well, what's he talking about out of character? Huh.
Oh, he might be talking about, yeah. I'm just wondering, man. It's really weird, dude.
What do you mean?
It actually makes me want to leave Thunderdome because, you know.
Oh, because they killed you?
Well, I mean, if they're in Thunderdome, I don't know if they're in Thunderdome, but they had a high-level Thunderdome helping them, so why would they kill somebody else from Thunderdome?
I don't know. When did that high-level person come to help them out?
Oh, she's been there. I mean, she's invis or hiding or something like that, and then she comes back and, like, busts them up and stuff like that. So it's just really weird.
So if you do a who all for your guild, you can't see where they're all at? Or who's all in it?
I need to go backslash when I get my corpse back, if they'll let me get my corpse back.
Well, what's the rules on that? I think you can say, I want my body back, and they have to give it to you, right?
You know, I have no idea. It's all new to me.
Yeah, I think that's how it works. I'm not really happy with that. I think it would be, you know, if you want to cap somebody's corpse, I think that is acceptable. But it's going to take up your time because if I saw somebody camping my corpse, I would just run to town, grab some stuff out of the bank, and go do trade skilling for like an hour. You know?
Yeah, until they finally got tired of it. You know?
And then that would be an hour they wasted, you know, just sitting there waiting for it. So I think there would be ways around that. Like, I think if you just allowed players to work that out for themselves, you wouldn't have to like ban it and say, "Oh no, this isn't allowed." Of course, it would slow you down too because now you don't get the fight. But you know that's part of the game. And plus, while they are sitting there camping your corpse, they are a sitting target to anybody else in your guild that you could be like, "Hey guys, this guy's over here camping my corpse. Anybody want to go kill him? Because I know exactly where he's at." You know, and so.
Yeah, I think that was dumb of me anyway, man. I knew that that was going to be a losing fight because, like I said, I ran from those guys earlier because, I mean, it was 2-on-1. They were kicking the crap out of me. I wasn't really hitting anybody.
Did you put your money away?
Well, I mean, I didn't have any money to begin with. So, I mean, if they would have killed, well, yeah, I had no money on me whatsoever.
So yeah, they didn't get anything out of that.
No, they got absolutely nothing for killing me. But
where do you have to run back to get your body?
All the way back to Crust Bomb from Butcher Block. I think I'm just going to go get my corpse and try to make it to Unrest, but I'm worried about going to Unrest.
I think you should try it, man. I think you could probably make it. You just got to be a little careful against the roaming mobs, but, you know, if you had Levitate, which is the best way to do it, is just run along the wall. But without Levitate, man, the wall alone will kill you from all the falls.
Now, the one thing I am glad of is when you lose to a player, you don't lose any experience no matter what level you are. So that's awesome. I would have lost 13th level if I had.
Yeah, I think the only way you should be able to level in this game is by killing other players. But I can understand not losing experience in that. I don't know. I think there should be like there's probably a fine line between how that would work, and I don't know exactly what it is yet. We'll have to see as we play the game if we can figure out, you know, what the best method should be. And like I said, it might be kind of conceited to think that we can improve upon the system of PvP, but, you know, we're playing. Why not give it a try and come up with some good ideas, things that, you know, interest us, that, you know, seems to be lacking here with the whole, I don't know, I want it to be, you know, like in Demolition Man, where it's like that murder, death, kill, you know, like all three put together.
Murder, death, kill.
Right. When he needs to go to the bathroom, he just runs over there and get some paper because he doesn't know how to use the three seashells, guys. And that's one thing I think that these games are missing. Like, if you played Fallout, you know, if you played like hardcore, you had to drink water and you had to eat food. But he never had to go to the bathroom. You know, he never had to take a rest because his legs were sore. He never had to. He never got sick, except in case you're talking about radiation sickness, and he just take a stim and then it was all better like instantly. You know, and I was like, the games could be far more realistic. Ooh, is this another player? Oh,
well, just think about it. I mean, the games are usually based around, you know, you're not a normal person. You're above average. That's why you're able to kill all these people or slay all these orcs. You know, you're not the farmer. You're not the typical farmer or the peasant out there. You know, you're above average. You're an adventurer. So it's basically like what Dungeons and Dragons the concept was built around. I mean, when you roll up a character, you are not normal. You are not average. You are above average. So, you know, these guys can run. What is going on?
I guess, I mean, I can understand that you're above average, but I don't know, whatever happened to playing the game as an average person and showing like what an average person can do when he's dedicated and when he has the drive behind him, you know, because I think some stories actually do that. Like, what was the game I was playing not too long ago? I can't think of the name now. There's one that I really remember when I was a kid. It's one of the very first ones that I ever started playing, where the player gets sucked into the computer. And he has to go over, and oh, there's my corpse right there.
Tron?
No, it's not that one. You're a geek, and you get a CD in the mail from a friend of yours, and you put the CD in the computer, and the computer sucks you in. And there's a coughing tree, a coughing bush that has cough drops on it. You can get that off of it, and later on, it's one of those ones where it's like fantasy RPG aspects to it, and it's a side scroller where you can click on things on the screen. And what was the name of that one?
Wow, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Ah, crap. I'm gonna have to look that one up, guys, because that is one of my favorite games as a kid to play. It's right up there with like Return to Krondor, you know, those types of games. And you know, the character you're playing is, like I said, he's a nerd, and he's like one of the most extreme nerds with like a pocket protector and stuff like that. He is far from you know, like a above average or even just like an average player. So, and he manages to do fairly well. Like he does the whole story and saves the day and all this other jazz. So it's possible, you know. It just seems like they leave out those realistic aspects, and I can't really blame them. Like, how many people want to have to stop in the middle of a fight and be like, "Hey guys, not only am I out of water, but my character needs to go to the bathroom." You know, like that. That's kind of weird, but I imagine when virtual reality becomes more of a thing, they're gonna have to incorporate those aspects into the game because
No, they're not. They're never gonna put poop and stuff like that into a game, dude. Come
well,
on, dude.
they are, and they're not. Like if you're playing virtual reality, you have to, as a physical person, have to go to the bathroom. You have to stop and take a breath. And if you're doing virtual reality and you want to bring them into the environment of the game, then you need to have a place for people to be able to sit down at a bar and rest from running around, you know, like a mile and a half outside just to get from one location to the next. And while they're there, why not have it where, you know, they can get a drink, they can get something to eat, and they can go to the bathroom if they need, but all within the role-playing aspect of the video game.
It's going to be virtual. You're not actually going to be drinking or eating or using the bathroom.
Why
it's
not?
Virtual.
Why not?
Because it's virtual reality, dude.
But
it's
why
not
can't
reality? It's virtual reality.
Why can't they set up? Why can't they set up a room that you have in your place?
So you're gonna attach a toilet to your video game.
Well, it's not to the video game. Like you'd have
and
a room
food dispenser and a drink dispenser.
Yeah, like why not? Why not?
You can't do that. You can't put a toilet on a video game, dude.
It's not on a video game. It's going to be more like the holodeck, but
you're gonna be inside the video game, so your toilet is gonna be in a different room, far away, unless you actually
design a room. That's what I'm saying. Like design a room that has.
What video game maker is ever gonna design a room around a toilet?
Well, that's what I'm saying. The video game manufacturer doesn't have to design the room. The people design the room, and once it becomes standard, which everything eventually becomes standard, you know, they had CD pluses and CD minuses, and eventually one of them won out. Now that's the standard. They had DVD Rs and CDs and Laserdisc, and eventually one format wins out, just like with HD DVDs and Blu-ray. You know, Blu-ray won that battle. But it's the same.
Think about that. You're going to be crapping when you're playing a video game. How do you think that's going to smell, dude?
I'm sure they can figure.
You're going to be eating and drinking in the same room that you're crapping, dude. Come on, dude.
There's going to have to be. Yeah, I'm just saying. There's going to have to be some way they could do it. And there's toilets out there that come like out of the wall and then they go back in when you're done with them, so you don't trip over them and stuff like that. So maybe they do something like that. I don't know. I don't know what the answer to that will be, but all I know is at some point, because people do have to do that kind of stuff, and the game manufacturers are going to want to keep you in the fantasy world that they create for you as long as possible. Somebody will be like, why not? Why not create that for them and give them that illusion for longer than they normally can get anywhere else? Because, if you're running around in some fantasy world and they've created for you the illusion of mountains and rolling hills and thunder and lightning and snow and whatever the case may be for the other stuff, and then you're like, oh, guys, hold on a second, I gotta go. There's even a commercial out there right now that I've seen on TV where the guy's in VR and he's doing a first-person shooter, and it says something like when the snack craving hits you or something like that, right? And he's over there using the microwave while he's still in the VR, trying to eat something or whatever, and like his friends are getting shot at, and they're like, "What are you doing, man? Get back over here," and stuff like that, because he's hungry. Like he needs to eat something, but he doesn't want to take the helmet off. And I think there's going to come a point where the people out there who make video games will see that and be like, these people, they really, like, even with Everquest, people will sit here for hours and hours and days sometimes, and they have a hard time leaving the computer just to go get something to eat or go to the bathroom because they're so ingrained in the game. I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm just saying, like, that is a thing. And some game manufacturer out there is going to take advantage of that and give players what they want. And, of course, the hardcore players will be the ones who get there first. And then once it's been refined and it's been, eased into the minds of other players who kind of, like Thum is saying right now, like, bro, you're really going to go to the bathroom? I mean, once that has been, like, eased in and you're more accepted to it, then more people are going to be doing it, and once that happens, it's just going to blow up. Like, it's probably going to catch on pretty well.
No, you're going to have to be like on the Family Guy episode where Stewie and Brian, they go to a different universe, and they get like they have poop removal. Wow, and they're killing me, man.
The poop removal. Are they killing you
Yeah,
again?
yeah. They order a poop removal. Yeah, they're killing me again.
Before you even got your corpse?
Yeah, before I even got my corpse, dude.
Oh, that's there's supposed to be something you can shout, like I'm getting my corpse and I'm leaving or something. That they can't attack you again. Like you have to be able to get your corpse and then you have to leave the zone immediately. And that's what you're trying to do anyway. So I would go ahead and do that. And that way you can get your body back, and then you can at least run over to Unrest and check that zone out. Because are they logging on tonight? Do you know?
I don't know. I don't guess so.
I think BushidoBull and Drk Dragn were supposed to log on, but they might not be getting on tonight, guys. I'm not quite sure what's going on over there. Do you want to head over after you get your corpse back to the blue server and try some stuff out over there? Or?
Yeah, sure. I mean, if they're not gonna let me get my corpse, I'm gonna have to log off for a time anyway.
Yeah, because that sucks that they're sitting there camping it. Have they killed you already, or are you still running?
No, they haven't killed me yet.
Are you gonna run it?
I was gonna get my corpse.
But I mean, how are you dragging it?
I'm just gonna get it, man.
But they're attacking you right now, aren't they?
Yeah, they're killing me.
Boy, then I don't understand. If you get your corpse, you're just gonna create another one.
Yeah, I know, but I'm gonna try and zone it.
Yeah, it's kind of unfortunate, guys. If I don't know, like I said before, I'm in the mentality where once I kill somebody or once somebody kills me, they're dead, and I won't be bothering them again. And of course, if they attack me again, then that becomes they've been resurrected somehow, and they're fair game. But I kind of want to leave people alone to the point where, almost like we were talking about with the what's the name of that server they're going to create? The what's the name? The one with the book?
Discord.
Yeah, Discord, guys. Where once you're dead, you're dead. So that's going to be pretty cool to check out. But I think we're going to go ahead and end the episode here, guys. Did you get your body back yet?
I did get my body, and I'm zoning. So we'll see if I can make it to the guards. I think the ogre zoned over and is going to be waiting for me. No? Okay, I made it out. All right, so that's good. At least I got my corpse and stuff back. So.
And again, guys, we do want to thank you all for watching. If you do enjoy these episodes, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. Definitely helps grow both of our channels. This is AC Gamer, guys. Make sure to head over to Hydros Inc.'s channel. What games are you doing right now over there, man?
I don't know, but come over, guys, and watch me get my butt kicked on PvP. Where's my crew at? Where's my friends? What is that on the hot tub time machine? Where are my friends?
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe they let that guy all by himself twice.
Dude, he got his. That was a good movie, though. It's funny.
The first one was I don't know about the second one. Did you watch that one?
I haven't seen the second one yet. No, did they leave? Don't tell me. Don't.
Oh yeah, I won't ruin it for you. But it was a little weird. It wasn't. I don't know. It wasn't quite as good as the first one, but it was okay. It's definitely worth a watch. But just go into it expecting the fact that it's not quite as good. But again, guys, thanks for watching. We will definitely catch you all next time.
Subscribe.